Hey, this Gregory. Me and Gregory has known each other for how long, Gregory?
I would say about going on 2 years now. I would say
Okay, Gregory, how
two
long
years.
you
Yeah.
would say you've been homeless?
Um, I don't know if really. I would say probably uh, about a year and some change. I don't know if going to hotels, back and forth, couch potatoing it. I guess you can say. You know, Sometimes on the street camping, but actually literally have my tent set up. Reasonable spaces. But I would say about a year's worth, kind of back and forth, getting back on my feet and everything, getting stuff established.
Now, Gregory, one thing I know about you, different from most of them. I mean, most of the people out here. I don't mean put it like that, but most people out here, you kind of stay to yourself in most cases,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
definitely are very innovative because honestly, you don't see a lot of people with your demeanor out here, but there's still a few out here. That's my search. So,
yeah,
what is your objective now? I mean, what do you find right now at being homeless to be your biggest challenge as far as coming from homeless?
yeah. Basically, just finding myself financially, actually moving out of this area due to lack of employment in certain areas, getting my ID back, which I'll be doing tomorrow, which I have recently lost, and truthfully, to actually move out of state and move to Florida and actually start my whole life over again
Now, I know
completely.
for a fact that you tried to apply for jobs.
Yeah.
What seems to be your experience and the glitch of you not being able to really get one, or
I
not?
just basically being a felon. A felon could stop you like tremendously. Being a felon, especially having assault on your record, any form of assault, even if it's not law enforcement, just period. That would hinder you in a lot of areas, and lack of financial support to get back and forth to Pacific areas. I would say that would be like the hardest problem in staying financially fit to stay stable in certain areas. It's very hard to maintain trying to find a job and actually staying stable also,
Yeah.
and not having a backbone. That would be one of the biggest problems that I would actually have because it gets so expensive out here being
Right.
on your own.
Now, I know you. I know you well, and one thing I know about your felony, it's not nothing violent. It's
Yeah.
not anything domestic. However, it's kind of been a hindrance from anybody wanting to give you an opportunity. Correct?
Yeah, I would definitely say that. You can do some off the books work like landscaping or labor, but that wouldn't really be sufficient enough for you to actually maintain a steady place that you can actually
Right.
rely on daily.
Right.
Especially it's about it kind of like accumulates about $50-$60 a night. Weekends is probably about 70-30. You know, $70.30 that is.
So basically, what you're saying really it's kind of a catch-22 to live out here. It's like you trying to
You know,
do what you can. You gotta get money from wherever
yeah,
you can get money from just to be able to survive with your
basically surviving,
just survive being homeless.
and not
Yeah.
really prospering and elevating yourself. You're just making money and investing it into something that's never gonna give you back anything, basically.
Right.
And that's one of the problems that I would think that um, people that would have something to offer, if they would actually be willing to start something up for a society that's actually willing to take a step forward, that would actually make a big difference for
Right.
the people that actually want to do something for themselves. Period.
Mhm.
I can't speak for anybody else, but for an individual as myself that actually wants to make a change for their lives, or maybe be a mentor for someone else,
Mhm.
then I would basically say that, hey, if somebody's actually really trying to get out there and actually do that, then we give them a chance. You know.
So if you had an opportunity, somebody offered you a job that has suitable income to at least get the minimal of to be able to live, basically.
Yes.
Just to live, this the minimum essentials to be able to live. Would you take it?
Yeah, I would definitely take that. That would actually be a complete fulfillment of what I actually wanted.
Right.
Instead of just living a little paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
That would actually complete everything that I would actually need. to actually make a living for myself and actually be able to give back to society once I get on my feet also.
That's admirable. All
Yeah.
right. And one thing, I don't normally ask a question, but I guess since I know you, I've been around you for a good minute, just tell people, why it's important to have a relationship with God.
Well,
Even at your stand,
faith,
you're
faith,
still a
faith,
faithful individual.
Based off my faith in Christ, basically, I would say the most important thing is so God can show you and lead you in the ways that are necessary for a man to take, so he won't end up in a place where he's not actually supposed to be at. And also God can touch other people's lives through you also, and actually make you individual that he can actually use to change people through your own actions and what you're capable of actually doing. And he can prosper you in areas that are actually necessary to show a dying society what they're really supposed to be doing through one of his servants. And I would think that is one of the most important of actually finding God actually, and that basically pertains to making a living. Now, getting on a different subject as eternal life and all that, that's essential also.
Right.
That is something that is mandatory. Afterlife and finding the truth of what you really want to find. But the main thing is what's important for you to have a relationship with God is so he can change your life, he can make you a better person, and he can give you everything that you basically want, but not for your own needs, but for others also.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's the main thing there. People making a change for themselves first, and then for the next person also.
Absolutely.
And that's the main thing. So you can show God's love to others that have never seen it, have never experienced, and have never felt it.
Right. And you by you coming from here, and I've been in the street too. A lot of people don't know that. Few people who I've had some been more personal with, whether it's my personal life or my professional experience. There's few people that kind of know about my story as well, which kind of leads to my own passion and desire to, come out here and hope, to make some sort of connection or bridge that gap between those things that keep us separated, and kill that stigmatism that people often put on people. So I know you're one of them, and I'm telling you, Greg, I know you're going something, brother. I know you're going somewhere, and thank God for patience, because Lord knows you've not been around, right?
for quite some time.
But hold on, let's hear. You switch up.
For quite some time.
All right.
All right. This is Anthony Velasco over here. It's one of my friends over here. So we're kind of doing a little switcheroo over here, and he's actually giving me the rest of the. He's actually giving you guys the rest of the testimony and what you've been waiting on and what you've been wanting to hear for so long, and we're here doing it for you guys tonight.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Make sure I'm being viewed.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. The reason I wanted to come behind Gregory is because I've known Gregory for a while, and I guess I want to encourage people to have some personal courage and subtract the stigmatism and the stereotype, because you just don't know what talents lay within, even for those individual homeless, because God gives us all a gift, and many of us, even people who are not homeless, can be very disconnected from our gift. But we all have the ability. God did not make us to fail. He didn't create us to fail. We fall into failure, for whatever reasons. But either way, trying to promote awareness, trying to demote poor judgment, because poor judgment gets in the way from helping people and being our brothers and sisters keeper.
Yes.
And I just want to share that with you guys and step out a little bit, because we all have something that we can extend that we won't miss, unless you're collecting things, but either way we won't. And if it's just that little bit to help somebody out, to get them off the street and promote their life, and they can come back and it be a chain reaction for other people's lives. I mean, that's what we want to do in the first place, and that's kind of where my heart's at. I was like that as a soldier. I'm like that as a person, and and God be the glory. I'm be real with that. and hopefully that we can grow with this thing a little bit. And if you're listening, if you care to listen, if you can somehow find in your heart to subtract the excuses of why you don't want to, try to find some rationality why you should, or what good comes out of why you should. Not everybody here is the same that's homeless, just like not everybody is the same that's not homeless. We all have we all have our deficiencies, and we all have our strengths, and they have strengths out here too. And I know Gregory is going to go places, and I know he's going to come off the street. He's close to it. I know he's always here trying, but the problem is in our system nationally, we don't allow opportunities enough to give these guys another chance. Especially the ones who want it. People with felonies. And some people out here don't have any of that stuff and still out here having a hard time. Sorry. Airbase.
Yeah. Yeah. The Jets always do that though. As soon as we're at a important matter, they come through though. That's pretty typical of them, of course.
You probably heard nothing Gregory said because the planes are over his head, but that's okay. But anyways, peace, love, God bless you guys, all of you guys, and I hope this does tug your heart a little bit. Hope you find some reasons to actually extend. One last thing, winter's coming up, and as a true soldier, just trying to be proactive. Winter's coming up, so if you have some coats, you have some pants, you have some socks, you have some gloves, that'd be great to have. And the last thing, those people who helped out, there's a few that's helped out. I thank God for you. I really do. I just want to keep in mind, underclothes, if they use, I'm not going to give them out because I would never do that for anybody. I would never do it for myself, so I'm not going to do it for them either. So, just think about, hey, it's winter time and what these guys here need the most, because if we can get to the next day, maybe there's that one day they wake up, that's going to be a day of resurrection for themselves. They won't be homeless. So we have to get into that day. So whatever day we can get them through, that's a victory. If we can help one, we can help two, we help two, we help three, we help three, we help more. So I'm praying for us, what I'm looking for. All right, peace, love, God bless.
All right.